What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Orangutan today, male orangutan with the big sort of fins on the head. This is a Patreon request from Jalan. So, landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause, we'll go too fast. Really small eyes, tiny. So center point page about there. Come up, start with the eyes. They're tiny little beady little eyes. No offense, Mr. Orangutan. So, carving over, right? Like that. Tear duct, just there, little point. And then the bottom eyelid comes across like so. And then the brown sort of colour of his eye, the iris, curving around there. And then a pupil in the middle. Maybe a tear duct in there. And you can add like some shadow and stuff with hatching if you want, and highlights. But I'll probably just do it with colour. Then top eyelid line just coming around here. He's got like a bottom eyelid line, like so. And then, so yeah, I guess like his face, right? So he's got what I would call maybe eyebrows, but it's hard to call them that. So it kind of comes up and around. It goes like all the way around. It's like eyes, like, and just comes down on the inside like a little bit, just going that way, right? And then the other eye, just over here, similar shape. And then we got that little point in here, very small. Iris just in here coming down. Brown color of his eye, and a pupil just in the center. And then he's got an eyelid line, kind of like a nose line or something again. And then again, this sort of brow thing, it's like an eye socket or something just coming around here. Okay, because his eyes are like in this hole just here. And there can be like all wrinkles and things inside. Very small eyes. So he seems to have like little sort of wrinkles that just come around his nose here, say. Right, and then there's like a little two nostrils bumping around there. Another piece of skin like that. So, right, and then there's like holes in the nostrils that look kind of like raindrops kind of here. Just dark. Like a piece of skin in the middle, it looks like. This is like the bridge of his nose just here. Right, and then he seems to have like two little sort of frowns just over his eye. So if I did, we went here, right, on this side, and then on that side. And then coming out from his nose line, there is like a mouth where his mouth is. It's like a big wide mouth area, and it starts to get hairy, right? So he starts to have like a sort of a beard going on. Right, kind of just these sort of hairlines. It seems to hang down just beside his lip. It's like a little mustache or something. And so his lip is kind of coming across here. It kind of looks like he's smiling, but it's just sort of flat enough. Darken it up sort of a bit. And then a little bit of a bottom lip line. Along there, and maybe like something along the top, and then some like little textures and stuff, kind of like a gorilla. So then this beard keeps going, right? So it's all hairy, right, coming down here. So you have all these little sort of, where it connects with his lip, these little spikes there. And this sort of face line is like a bit longer, I think, just there. And then his beard seems to hang down a little bit lower. And then beard kind of comes down the other side as well. And sometimes orangutans have really long beards of this. And sometimes they're short. And this picture that Jalen sent me, short. Well, it's short enough. I wish I could grow a beard that long. Okay. Now, so those big fins. So we're kind of like up here, right? And they're real wide. They're all sort of wrinkly and textured and stuff. So we'll go around the face. And it kind of disappears into his neck down here, right? I'll do the same on this side, and it like goes into the fringe of his head. It goes, we'll just do down there first. And I might just go give it like a little bit of a light line just around here. And then, so his hair, then his fringe comes on to this. It goes up the middle, like to a part, sort of in the middle of his hair. And then maybe like just a little line around here, kind of like wrinkles and dots and stuff. because it's kind of textured, so just little dots and stuff. It's not like a smooth piece of skin, you know. It's quite rough. Right, that's kind of like, that's his head pretty much. Okay, and then he has like a neck, so like a crazy neck. This big round thing. And again, this is kind of not smooth. It's kind of textured. Kind of like that, right? So the top of the head then is all just like hair, just coming around here, right? So you can just start adding sort of general sort of hair spikes coming down. Okay. Okay, so big shoulders, and again, everything's kind of hairy and spiky, so textured sort of hairlines coming down this way. So this will be the shoulder, right? Shoulder muscle, roughly here on that side. And then the arm comes across this way, and the hair on his arm is quite long. And it kind of changes direction, right? It goes down that way then. And it's kind of textured. Down here as well, we just got like a belly down here or something. And the shoulder up here then again. All these kind of hair spikes. This shoulder kind of sticks out a bit more, like goes off the page sort of. So you can see kind of like a little bit of his body or something here. And then like an arm, so it must be like his forearm. Down off to his elbow. And then I think his wrist is here somewhere. His thumb kind of sticks out there. So there's all this hair. And I think that's his wrist. Kind of just hanging down here. Then I could see like a little bit of his thumb or something. And then, is that like a big finger? That's his thumb anyway. And then I think there's just like a big old finger just hanging down there. Like maybe some knuckle lines and stuff. bum. And so this is just like his belly sort of in here, so it's like textures, all of this. Looks like his wrist bump. It's hard to sort of make out. And then his forearm. And then his tricep, bicep, shoulder. In there. I think that's everything. Male orangutan. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for the request. Thanks for the support on Patreon as well. Jalan. See you next one. Bye.